Stop building bunkers. This World War II survival trick outsmarted nuclear war. Everyone loves a bunker. Thick concrete, steel doors, the fantasy of sealing the world out. But here's the uncomfortable truth most modern preppers don't like to hear. During the Cold War, survival experts quietly learned that bunkers weren't always the smartest move. In fact, one brutally simple trick protected millions more reliably than expensive underground fortresses ever could. And, before we dive in, if you value hard-earned wisdom over flashy survival myths, hit subscribe like you're locking in a lifeline for the future. This channel is your quiet advantage. Let's get straight to it. You know, a half-finished trench beats a perfect bunker you never reach. Every time. Soil absorbs gamma radiation. It disperses shockwaves. It insulates against heat. And, well, it does all this without requiring power, maintenance, or any specialized parts. A foot of earth offers more radiation shielding than several inches of concrete. That's not just an opinion. That's measured data from those old Cold War tests. And unlike bunkers, earth shelters don't advertise themselves. No obvious targets, no heat signatures, no reinforced doors screaming, something valuable is down here. Sometimes survival is about being invisible. There's this psychological advantage nobody really mentions. Bunkers create a false sense of permanence. People hesitate, they overthink, they wait until it's too late because the bunker feels like a destination, not an action. Earth shelters, on the other hand, trigger movement, dig, cover, get low, now. Cold War survival training emphasized action under stress. Muscle memory. Simple steps repeated until they became automatic. No complex systems. No reliance on technology. Just dirt, gravity, and honestly, common sense. When panic hits, simplicity wins. Why this still matters today. You don't need to believe the world is ending to appreciate this lesson. Natural disasters, explosions, extreme storms, and infrastructure failures all follow the same rule. Fast protection beats perfect protection. Even today, emergency response experts prioritize rapid cover over elaborate construction in crisis zones. Trenches, berms, and improvised earthworks are still used because they work. This isn't nostalgia. It's proven survival science that never stopped being relevant. The modern mistake we keep repeating. We've confused preparedness with shopping. We buy instead of learn. We build instead of practice. We admire instead of rehearse. Cold War survivors didn't win because they had better gear. They won because they understood fundamentals. Get low. Use earth. Reduce exposure. Act immediately. The old manuals weren't flashy. They were effective, and effectiveness doesn't age. What real preparedness actually looks like. Real preparedness isn't a bunker tour. It's knowing where soil is soft. It's understanding how much earth stops heat and radiation. It's being able to improvise shelter with what's around you. It's training your mind to move when others freeze. That's the kind of wisdom that lasts. That's frontline knowledge. Not theory, not fantasy. And that's what this channel exists to preserve. If this opened your eyes, subscribe so you don't lose access to lessons history already paid for in blood and survival. Share this with someone who thinks thicker walls equal safety. And remember, the ground beneath your feet has protected humans longer than any bunker ever built.